How you doing? It's Aml Ameen. I'm here with Amarudontv.com. It is what it is.
Alright, cool. First of all, I just want to thank Original for giving me this to go in on. Yeah? I'm gonna send out my salutes. Right? Melanin music. I mean dream. Look, I walk with the energy of MJ, speed of MJ, shed from MT, delivery of MK. I'm proud as MX, but this is MA.
There's a scene in the film, you know, about the fear of violence, stronger than the action.
Yes.
When people see it, there's a scene when there's a group of black boys, they're walking together.
Yes.
And they just, I mean, you told people about that scene.
So, literally, there's a scene in the film where they just come off the train and they've been having a good time. They were moving to one girl or whatever with some woman, Pamela. Just dropping little nuggets so everybody can start trying to get together with the film. But literally, they turn a corner and there's this, there's 5 group of black boys here and there's 5 group of black boys coming around the corner. And I just accentuated it. I wanted this really dramatic kind of music of these like dum 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 dum, like this huge danger, and they come together, and above there's like this graffiti that says "Rest in Peace." A lot of the times with young people, young groups of males throughout time, you know, but from my perspective, being a young black male, when you're in a group of young men, you know, at that age, you know, and you're another group, there is when there's this tribal thing that happens, and this huge fear that something's going to go down, you know, and so originally I had voiceovers of what they're thinking in their head. But I thought when I looked at the piece, I was like, there's these 5 boys coming together, like they don't have any clue who each other are. These 5 boys coming together, and there's this fear of, you know, the film turns into this fear of, oh, it's going to become one of those films where someone gets killed or stabbed or anything.
You saying, fam?
Yeah, what on?
And all that happens, they just say hello and they walk on by, and that's it, you know. Maybe that's what we, you know, whenever I'm out with people and I see older people, generationally, I grew up, you know, I'm Jamaican and Vincentian, so I grew up in culturally where you say hello, especially to elders, you know. And I love, in African culture, you call people auntie and uncle. I love that. So I do that myself when I see, you know, people, older people. And I specifically think that's something through film, you know, I'm just trying to reintroduce different ideas, you know, that maybe not every group of boys that are coming together in a dark alley are trying to kill each other or trying to stab each other. It's just a fear that's been kind of indoctrinated into our mind through film and through actual events that have taken place. But I wanted to kind of disperse the myth a little bit. Just say hello and see what happens. You know?
Yeah, because it's interesting because, like you said, there is a mindset that something's going to happen. It was just broken up by high energy.
Yeah.
And when you watch the film, people like, in real life, if that happens, you'd be like, if you just say hello, it's actually not a problem.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have to get to that stage of violence. So I thought that was really interesting.
And a lot of the film is based on my observational, my experience. So I've experienced that, you know, going around the corner to Bagley's and there's you know, and there's your boys getting ready and you're like, what are you getting ready for, man? Chill. Or there's that other guy that, you know, is shit scared or really scared, if I can't swear, like really scared, and then he's the guy that's hyping afterwards. Nah, fam, like, I swear down they're lucky though. Yeah. You're like, stop it, man, you know? And we did that through the character Skipper. But yeah, I like that scene. I'm quite proud of it.
Yeah, so in the future with these films, you're going to take them and make them feature-length films for all of them?
Drink Drugs and KFC or DDK, because we might have to change parts of the title. You know, DDK. I'm definitely making it into a feature film. You know, whether I go get.
Would you recast it or?
No. I want to make it into a feature film, and my especially the 5 boys, in my opinion, all safe. I like them all. They've done a fantastic job. I want them to be in the feature film, and like depending on who comes on board to help me make that happen, you know, sometimes things change. But I'm adamant, first of all, that Ameen Entertainment has some sort of producer role in this, and I'm adamant also that the 5 boys remain the cast. I'm adamant about those things because they sing together and they deserve it. You know, they've earned it. So yeah. So whether I end up getting together a couple of friends, you know, and all of us thrown into the pot and making this film because the quality was good, and I think people would watch it and appreciate it as it is. Whether I do that or a company gets involved, it will be made. It's just a matter of timing, and when I have time, because you know, there might be a series 2 of Harry's Law in the States, so I'd be there shooting that, and I don't want anybody else to direct it.
So, because you name dropped then, tell people how you actually got your role with Harry's Law.
Harry's Law. Okay, so just make it so really brief. I literally got sent something from my manager. Excuse me. I literally got sent something from my manager and a script for a TV show. It wasn't Harry's Law. It was for something else. And I auditioned on tape in my mum's kitchen. And then a day later, I was on a plane. You know, on a plane to America, LA. It was like the second time I'd been there. The first time I went and got my manager. The second time, and they flew me out. And you know, they just said to me, you know, we thought you were from New York. First of all, they didn't know I was British. They didn't know I was British, and so they flew me out the next day, and I tested for it. And I went past the studio test. They got tests in America. You do tests for your job, so it's not just an audition. You test for a studio and a network. It's huge. You know, the infrastructure is amazing and huge. So people got to pass off on you because it's big business. So the studio passed off on me, saying that they really liked me, and the network had other ideas. You know, they wanted to go for someone else, and there was a lady that really liked me at the network that I auditioned for, and she just championed me to stay. And they kind of they gave me another opportunity for another job, and I ended up kind of auditioning and testing for that. But at the same time, I was auditioning for Harry's Law, David E. Kelly's show, and you know, I would be lucky just to get a job in the States, and I was lucky. But when I read Harry's Law, it was amazing. You know, first of all, the character I played is this guy called Malcolm Davies. He's a young man who's addicted to cocaine. When we meet him, he's jumping off this building trying to commit suicide, and around the corner comes Kathy Bates, who's a lawyer, who's kind of just given up on her big law firm and she's starting her own practice. So around the corner, here she comes, and then he comes falling down from the sky. She lands on him, he lands on her, and she saves his life, literally. And when we come to know that he's a college student who's, you know, smart, bright, studying, but he's got this drug problem. He's on his 3rd drug arrest as an addict, and he's going to go to prison. And his thoughts are, you know, if I've got to go to prison and be like how my brothers were, and you know, he feels really bad, he's got a big heart, then I'd rather just not be here. So he tries to kill himself, and so she ends up representing him in this trial, gets him off, and he goes to work for her. And then you see the progression of him kind of going through like this momentum of change, and him also growing into being interested in law. I got to wear the suits and the nice tie, and you know, speaking an American dialect, and it was very cool, very cool. Very nice character as well. He's got very different kind of dimensions to him, and he's going to become a lawyer, but he's also got this huge past, and you know, it's great acting, that sort of stuff. It's very hard as a man's profession, because a man like generally wants to go out there and get and conquer, but you, as a man and as a woman as well, in the acting industry, you're always constantly waiting for someone else to say yes, you're good enough, or you know you can do this. So for me personally, I like being able to, at whatever small level, stay creative, and my businesses help me do that. You know, ASA Drama School, Ameen Entertainment. You know, and I've got a lot of plans in other respects as well. I think for black actors, it's an interesting time in terms of being able to right now control your own market and destiny a little bit more. with the filmmakers, Jim saying, you're able to put yourself in roles, if people choose to, that is, put themselves in roles that grow the identity of the black experience.
Listen up. Alright, cool. First of all, I just want to thank Original for giving me this to go in on. Yeah? I'm gonna send out my salutes. Right? Melanin music. I mean dream. Look, I walk with the energy of MJ. Speed of MJ. Shit from